not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my final thoughts and redirect for episodes 4, 5, and 6 of One Punch Man. So go ahead, click the link in the description, check that out, come back here, let me know what you think in the comment section. If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to see next week's reaction video, check out my Patreon. I post early access reactions to all the videos I post here on YouTube with the exception of My Hero Academia and video game streams. And by the time that this is on YouTube, I should be 2 weeks ahead, if not farther. So if you're interested in that, check out the link in the description. Okay, so, man, where do I even begin? So basically, Saitama's upset that he doesn't have a fan base by now, that people don't recognize him, and he's getting mistaken for villains because of the bald-headed villains that were terrorizing the town to get free stuff for everybody. I don't know. They said that they were like a Robin Hood type, like vigilante, but they were definitely just terrorists. But whatever. So basically, that made Saitama upset. Like, man, I'm being confused as a villain. You know, nobody knows who I am. I've done all these great things, and I don't even have a single fan. I mean, he's a little wrong in that because Genos is definitely his fan. Genos is the only person who really saw him do anything other than just walking around town. So, Genos is like, hey, you know, he immediately wanted Saitama to train him, but nobody else knows who Saitama is, and you can't blame them because he did all of his things in front of nobody. Like, there's literally nobody around, and he defeats them and then just goes home and watches TV or reads manga, and of course nobody's going to know who the hell he is. He doesn't, like, make an effort to go around in the community and make people feel safe. He just does what he does and then completely ignores the rest of the stuff. So it's clear that nobody would know who he is. But they decide to go take their hero test to become official licensed heroes, which very much reminds me of My Hero Academia. Like I said, I don't know which one came first. This might have come first. I don't know which manga is older because I know that this is based off of a manga. But very much reminds me of My Hero Academia. And the heroes that they showed in these episodes reminded me a lot of My Hero Academia, especially like the horse guy and stuff like that. Or the telekinesis girl. Like, they were starting to actually get to see more heroes in the organization rather than just like the lamos we've seen on the street. Like the happy face dude we saw in the first episode, or the bike rider guy. But anyways, yeah. So they became official licensed heroes. Genos is a S-rank hero, and Saitama only got to be a C-rank because he's spacey, I guess. I don't know. Like, he just didn't pay attention or just didn't do well, I guess, on the written part of the hero test. So he only got to be a C-rank hero. They did acknowledge that he broke every single record in the physical test, which is cool, but I guess that's just not enough to make him like a B rank or anything better. And of course, you know, they find out that C-ranked heroes have to perform one act of heroism a week at least to be able to keep their name on the hero roster. So he ran around town like a crazy person trying to find a purse snatcher or something, and he like totally freaked everyone out. I said he would do that as soon as I saw him running around with that crazy face on. I'm like, dude, you're gonna freak everybody out. And of course that's what happened. This lady was like, there's the guy who's been freaking everyone out, and he causes more trouble. I mean, fortunately for him, at that moment, the ninja dude showed up and was like, I want a rematch, and he was able to defeat that guy. I thought that guy was a hero at first, but then he started blowing up the town just to get a rematch with Saitama. So He was able to defeat that guy in front of people, and he did move up a little bit in the registry, although not a whole lot, only like 40 points or whatever. He's still like 340 or whatever they said it was. But, I mean, if he keeps going in that upward trend, he'll get there eventually, I suppose. We're about halfway through the series now, and we don't have a definitive story yet. I don't know if there even really is a story, but I assume there is. I said halfway. Did I say halfway through the series? I meant halfway through the season. If I said series, I'm not sure. But we're halfway through the season anyway, and because the season's only 12 episodes long, I anticipate that something will be happening any episode now, so I'm looking forward to that. It definitely does seem like something sinister is going on within the hero organization, especially with that pretty boy dude who showed up out of nowhere and was like telling Genos, I forget what he said to Genos, but he was basically saying like, I guess he was just welcoming him, but the way he went about it was really weird. And then they showed him again in like his penthouse or whatever, and he was like, aha, or whatever. I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it definitely seems sinister. The people in the hero organization knew Genos. They were the ones who were following him when he was just blowing stuff up. I guess they were tracking the dude, the scientist guy from that like made that big Kabuto dude, and then they found out about him. They made him an S class because he passed everything with flying colors, including the written exam. But yeah, I like how Saitama also gives respect where respect is due. Like, he's obviously jealous of Genos because he is an S class. But he also is like, man, you're powerful if you made it to S class. So he gives him that respect, at least. But, yeah. Really like that fight that they had between Genos and Saitama in the middle there, where Genos was going, like, all out. You could see he was, like, really putting his all into it. And then, like, Saitama just throws a punch near him and completely won that, which was really cool. Yeah, not much more I can say. The artwork and animation, as always, is fantastic with this series. We didn't get the crazy line work and stuff that we saw in the first episode or two, but the animation is still great, and I am anticipating a lot more to come. You know, and they might have saved their animation budgets for the early episodes and the later episodes, just so the early episodes can get you hooked, and the later ones for the, you know, the climax of the season. But either way, they still have great animation, and I'm very much enjoying it. It's what I've come to expect from Studio Madhouse. So, yeah. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.